Hey guys, welcome back to Seriously Ghetto Workshop. I got a couple of things I want to show you today. I actually had something different in mind for this video. I got it set up a little different too. Got this GoPro on a little stand, so hopefully you can see everything a little better. We'll get into that in a minute. First, look back here a little bit and you can see my, once again, partially disassembled DL265. I got a flight controller in today. We'll go into that in a minute, but first I wanted to show you what I'm eliminating. This is the Micro Minim OSD, which I guess you could say it worked. I got some data eventually, finally, in my goggles, but it wasn't correct data, and it wasn't all of it. This has been a pain since the very beginning. I've had like 2 or 3 of them now, and none of them worked the way I thought it would, so that's gone. All these wires were necessary to connect the video, the camera, the video receiver, the camera, and the Micro Minim OSD. They're all gone. They're going away. And last, something I've been very disappointed in is a Seriously Pro Racing F3 Mini. I don't know if it's just this board. I don't really think it is, because I've read a lot of reports people having troubles with them. Maybe I got it too early. Hopefully they've fixed it by now, but the fact is this one never worked right for me. It did weird things. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen sometimes it'll start up right off the bat, and sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll beep, sometimes it won't. Had trouble flashing the firmware, not right out of the box, but it's supposed to have a virtual COM port, but mine never did until I changed to Betaflight. I don't know what's up with that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't, sometimes it'll lose the receiver. It just, this has done weird, inconsistent things from the very beginning. It's a good idea. I hope they get it fixed up. It got some cool features if it worked, and unfortunately it just doesn't. Okay, so now that's gone. Now all that stuff that I took off is going to be replaced with this, and we'll open it right now. This is the Flip 32 Omnibus. Let's see if we can get it out here so you can get a look at it. It's a pretty neat flight controller. It's small. It has all of the same features that the Seriously Pro Racing F3 Mini had, with one extra. The OSD function is built right in, and I've seen a couple of demonstrations showing how to set it up through Betaflight. There's a tab in there. You don't have to go through all that other stuff. You don't need an FTDI cable or adapter and cables and all that stuff. It's just it's pretty neat. We'll talk more about some of the features about this later on. I'm going to have to do some work here to a little more than I thought. I think maybe, because this is the part. It's not a rant, but man, I just got to say, I ordered this from Ready to Fly Quads, RTF, and I really like them in general because they have the best prices and they have a lot of cool stuff on there. A couple of things I really don't like though. One is that I ordered this in the morning on, I believe it was the 14th, like around 9 o'clock in the morning, and it didn't ship until 8 o'clock at night, almost 9 o'clock at night on the 16th. So nearly 3 days before this guy dropped it in the mailbox. That's a bit long. Okay, I got it today. I mean, it didn't cost much to ship, but I mean, you know, it just came regular US mail, not priority, not FedEx, and I also didn't see any options to choose anything else when I ordered it. It just came that way. That's okay. I could live with that. The next thing I kind of don't like is that I had some questions that I wanted to ask, and it's nearly impossible to find this guy's contact information. There's none on the website. I accidentally came across an email address in one of the emails that I got, I think from I think a review of my order through PayPal, I think had a contact email, and I've written to it 2 or 3 times now, and I haven't gotten a response. So, you know, I think that's something else that I'm not too wild about. The prices are great. The gear itself in general seems to work pretty good, the things that I've ordered from them. But those things right there are a little disappointing. Now, the next thing, and I saw something about this in the reviews that I looked at. This is one of the this is the package it came in. There's this you can't see it very well, but it's got this little diagram. It's pasted on the outside, and I don't know why. It's worthless. Okay, you can't read it. If you were right here, you couldn't read it. I don't know if I can get up close enough. It's just I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why they even did that. Then you get the real instructions, and Project Blue Falcon pointed this out. I've looked this over. I saw it when he did his review. It refers to colors, but it's copied in black and white, and I've got not the slightest idea what these guys are talking about. If it weren't for other sites where they have this in color and a better explanation, you know, by somebody who actually speaks English, I wouldn't really have a good clue as to what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, so that's not cool. I mean, damn, don't these things, you know, printed in color is what I'm saying. Especially if it refers to colors, you know, because how are you supposed to use this? These instructions are basically worthless. I don't know why I bothered to ship them, because they can't be used. I'm a little disappointed with that. I can figure it out. In fact, I already have, but come on. One of the emails that I sent was to specify, because I couldn't remember and I couldn't get back to it to show me whether I'd asked for straight or bent pins. And I really wanted angled pins, and I wrote and I said, please make sure, I mean, we're talking minutes after the order, you know, and he sent me straight pins. I specifically asked for angled pins. I know I did twice, and then confirmed it and got straight pins anyway. Not that big a deal. Had straight pins on the Seriously Pro. I'm pretty sure I can make these work too, but it's not what I wanted. It's not what I asked for. That's again a little disappointing. And then I think that's about it. The main thing is kind of unresponsive. Now there is at least one. Oh, I know what the other thing was. A feature of this flight controller. Let's see if I make sure I'm pointing at the right one here. This little right here. You can plug in a 6-pin cable right here, and it goes directly to a 4-in-1 ESC board, little B 20 amp Pro, which they also sell, and it's I believe SPI instead of UART or whatever it was before. In short, you don't have to use the pin block. You really don't. If you got, I can't get my finger lined up here. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this, and there's quite a bit of lag in this GoPro between this and the app that I'm monitoring it on. Anyhow, no cable. Didn't come with any kind of a cable, even though it showed it in the picture, and that was something else that I asked about but have not received a response to yet. I have plans for my Space One quad when I get parts in, which I'll get to order those tonight, and I intend to use one of those 4-in-1 ESCs. It's pretty clean. It eliminates a lot of stuff. You don't need a PDB for one thing. That'll be another video. But anyhow, this really should have come with a cable, and it didn't. And for what I'm going to use this one for, it won't matter. I already had, you know, the DL265 set up for a pin block, so I'll put a pin block on here and use it. But again, it's not what was advertised, and it was not what I wanted, and it's not what I asked for, and I haven't gotten any response. There is for both the ESC and the flight controller, there's another source, cost a couple of dollars more, but they have responded to my inquiries about cables and different things, and for these reasons, and I have better shipping options, and for that reason I'm probably going to order from the other source. I don't have a big channel or a big following. You guys at Ready to Fly Quads, if you ever happen to see this, I wish you would take this into account. There's just a few things really that would make you a much better source for parts. Your prices are great. Respond to your emails. Put contact information on your website. Offer a few different shipping options. And somebody copied off these instructions. Okay, take a look at this stuff, man. You know, drop a dime for a color cartridge, okay, and send me something that's usable. That's about it for now, guys. I'm sorry if this turned into a rant. I'm going to try to work on this today and hopefully get it up. I'd like to be flying FPV by the end of the day, and if I do, I'll try to get a little video. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching. This is Ed from the Seriously Ghetto Workshop. I'll see you next time.